Perfect. Okay, awesome. Hi, guys. Welcome, welcome. I'm Dr. Dana. So Rachel and I, we're always having these mastermind chats within each other, and we're thinking, what are things that our people need in order to get more brand partners, more customers, happier businesses, right? And so one thing we're doing is we've been doing a purpose-driven prospecting blitz. We did first our Facebook Live challenge, which you guys totally 100% rocked. We did our 3-way call challenge, which I've been nonstop super busy with 3-way calls, so you guys are totally crushing it. And then after that, we did a purpose-driven prospecting, which means coming from the perspective of telling people why you're doing something. What is your bigger purpose for the earth? What is your mission, and why is Purium helping you get closer to your goals and to your what your vision is for your life? So one thing I would say is that there's a point from the moment that you tell people why you're doing it when you're prospecting, which is usually, if you're going to be telling people your why, it's when you're first exposing them to Purium as an opportunity. And there's a point where people are falling off with the follow-up, the process that happens in between prospecting, just connecting with people, and closing them. And we recognize that a lot of people don't know what to do. So how many of you guys have felt that way? I want to see a show of hands where you're really confused as to what to do to get people through that process from the first time you connect with them all the way until the time that they actually give you their credit card or sign up online or get a 10-day, 40-day brand partner with a launch pack. What is that process that you're going through? So it's called the conversion process. The conversion process is converting connects, right? Your connections with your prospects to actual sales team members, people that are joining your mission, people that are deciding to be product users forever. There's a conversion process to go through that area. So the one thing I want to tell you guys is moving people through that process quickly and efficiently is going to be the best possible thing you could ever do, best thing you could learn in order to make sure you're working smarter, not harder. Make sure that you are 100% keyed in with your business and treating your business like a business. Stepping up to own your business and taking responsibility for it. So one thing I always like to talk to my team about is having posture. Having posture, confidence, and belief when you're moving people through that process, instead of letting your prospects rule the way that you run your business. You run your business, right? This is your business. So I want to tell you guys how to confidently move them from first connection to the close. And Rachel will be joining us shortly. And she's going to have her own training as well along the same lines. So the one thing I'm going to say is the best possible thing you have on your side is if you do things with urgency. So urgency and speed is the best thing you could ever do. You do not want to lose them in the hustle bustle of everyday life. So that means that the moment they're talking to you, the moment that you sense they're interested, the moment that you plant the first seeds, you're going to want to be moving them from one connection to the next, one connection to the next, one tool to the next, and you're going to be swiftly and urgently moving them from that first connection all the way to the close. And there's a process, and we call it the conversion process. So one thing is setting the tone with velocity. When you're going from step to step to step is the best way you could do. Velocity creates momentum. Velocity is speed, right? So you want to have the key to success is speed, always. And the reason I say that is how many times have you met someone you really like, they'd be an awesome brand partner, you set the tone, you're so excited, you're passionate when you're telling them your why, you get them all excited, and then guess what? They fall off. You reach out to them and follow up in another week, and life goes by, and you become Facebook friends, but they never quite sign up, and then possibly maybe they'll sign up a year later and get a power shake. You know what I mean, guys? So How many times has that happened? That's happened to me a million times. I have a girl doing a cleanse right now, a 40-day cleanse, that I honestly should have closed her 2 years ago. She's been hanging on. She's been in the transformation group. She's been, cheering everyone else on, and she's been putting a huge hold on her own health because I wasn't confident enough to move her through the process with speed and confidence and belief and get her to pull the trigger, right? So I wish I knew then what I know now, but we're always learning. We're always growing as entrepreneurs. We're always learning in our process. So the one thing I can tell you is she said she's never felt so good. She's on day 5. She's lost 12 pounds. She's got a crazy autoimmune disorder, and she says she has no pain in her whole body. She has more energy than she's ever had. She's sleeping better. So do you guys think she wishes she had just pulled the trigger 2 years ago? Yes. So we don't want people to just coast along. We want to meet them, get them through this process quickly, and we want to convert them to customers or brand partners. So I have 3 steps, guys. Obviously, you guys are going to be telling people your why. You're going to be doing massive action. You've already been doing that with purpose-driven prospecting. We see a lot of things happening in this group because you're obviously awesome about posting your action steps. So the first thing you're going to do is when you're telling someone your why, you want to say one key phrase in order to set them up for the next step. That one key phrase is super easy. Would you be interested in learning more? That's all. Would you be interested in learning more? So how easy is that? That's super simple, right? It's just asking them. It's opening their mind. Oh my gosh, I'm a brand partner for an organic superfood nutrition company. We are just killing it with helping people get better. We're having so much fun. We're making income, and it's helping me to stay home with my babies. Would you be interested in learning more? That's all. They've are obviously already told you, wow, that sounds awesome. Yes, I love nutrition. I love holistic health. Awesome. Would you be interested in learning more? Okay. So the thing is, when you start a conversation with someone and they say, yes, I'm interested in learning more, they start telling you about them, they're asking you questions. How many of you want to answer the questions yourselves? We do, right? We try to. So the best thing you could ever do is zip it. Everyone practice this right now. Zip it and move to a tool. Okay? So Bob is talking to me, and Bob is super excited about the athletics line, and he's a personal trainer, and he wants to ask me, exactly all the ingredients in the MVP shake. And I say, oh my gosh, yes, I want to tell you all of that info, and I want to give you all of this, all of these testimonials, and I want to tell you, what should I be doing? Okay, Bob, awesome. Zip it. Okay, I have a tool for you. So the next thing, so you're going to move to the tool. You're not going to talk. You're going to move to the tool. Step 2. Step 2, guys, is when you're moving to the tool, you want to get a commitment from them. So sometimes we're super excited. We want to just rush into getting them the info. Oh, great, you're going to love this video. Shoot it to them really quick, right? How many of us have done that? We send them the video in 5 seconds. Why? Because we're so great. We treat our business like a business. We have all the links right there. We have our app, right? So I want you guys to practice taking a step back and being careful and not doing that anymore. So I want you to be very patient before you send them the link and say, great, awesome, okay, Sally, I want to get that info to you. I love that question. I have a great video to send you that will answer your question. But before I do, if I, would you? Right, guys? Everyone say that. If I, would you? If I send you this video, would you watch it? That's all. Get a commitment from them. I promise you that one thing, if I, would you, you're going to get double or triple more people watching your videos. That verbal accountability of them telling you that they'll watch it. And you can even say when. When are you going to watch it? Can you watch it right now? And if they say, yeah, I can watch it right now, what are you going to do? The next step is you're going to get back right. You're going to follow up with them right after, right? So if they say, okay, I'm actually having kind of a crazy week at work, but I can watch it next week. What are you going to do? If I send it to you, will you watch it next Wednesday? Let me set up a time for me to follow up with you. What works next Wednesday? 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m.? Okay, 10 a.m.? Okay, I'm going to add that to my scheduler. I'm adding it to my scheduler right now. I have my trusty passion planner, and I'm going to add that in right now, Sally. I'm going to call you next Wednesday at 10:05 because you're watching the video at 10 a.m., right? So, and then when you're following up, the next thing you're doing urgency, right? You're treating your business like a business. You're going to, if I would you, and so your chances are doubling, right? Because they're taking you serious because you're talking to them with confidence. You're talking to them like a business person. You're talking to them with posture, right? And so there's urgency, there's commitment. You're getting a buy-in from them that they're taking it seriously and they're watching, okay? So you're moving them through the process of getting them their information, their questions answered, using the tools, right? So now the third step, guys, the third step is going to be a Facebook group chat. So you're talking to them. You got the commitment from them. The if I will you. You're moving them through the steps with urgency. You have confidence. So what you're going to do is you're going to Facebook chat them. After you follow up, you're going to Facebook chat or when you're talking and ask something Ask something positive. What did you like best about the video I sent you? So you want to be very careful. You don't want to say, what did you like? How did you like it? With being timid and hesitancy, you don't want that. You want, what did you like best? What did you love most? Wasn't it awesome? So you're coming at them from a place of a lot of passion, a lot of excitement, a lot of, positivity and confidence and belief. And so that's huge, okay? So you're going to have confident positioning when we're setting up a Facebook group chat. So here you've already asked, you're moving them through the tools, you're zipping your lips, you're getting commitments from them to watch the tools. They know that you're always setting them up from one exposure to the next. And then the last step is going to be setting them up with your mentor or your upline, right? So you're going to say with confident positioning, okay, awesome. So you already know what they like best about the tool. And you're going to be saying, okay, great. I'm so happy you love that video. Would you be open to learning more? Right? That question's there again. Would you be open to learning more? You've already told me you need extra income. You already told me you love organics. You've already told me you love holistic health. Would you be open to learning more? So they're going to say, yeah, I want to know more. Okay, awesome. This is where you confidently say, I'm setting up a group chat with you and one of my mentors. Her name's Rachel. She's fabulous. She's a vegan athlete. I'm going to edify her. She's a mom and she gets to, run her own life and stay home with her babies because of this awesome business opportunity. I want you to know her because she's going to be able to answer your questions better. And so that would be my next exposure, would be setting her up in a group chat with my upline, edifying them, not asking, saying, oh, okay, great. Since you said you want to learn more, this is the next step. This is my business and I'm treating my business like a business, right? So this is the next step. So don't let your prospects run the business. You're going to set them up with confidence, with posture, and with belief. And so did you see how the exposures went from getting them info, not word vomiting, moving them to the tools, right? Setting them up in a group chat with your upline, and the whole time being very urgency, right? There's a sense of urgency. There's a sense of speed there. And there's a sense of you being on top of your business using your scheduler, right? There are certain things, making sure you're taking good notes, using your scheduler, making sure you're on top of your business, knowing when your next exposure is so that you're moving them right along the line. So you want to think of the very first process, the connection point, as the starting line. And you want to think of the upline helping you with the close as the finish line. So not everyone goes exactly like that. We're not all cookie cutter. But you want to have that sense of moving them from one exposure to the next, scheduling the next exposure, treating your business like a business so that you're getting them all their info. And then, of course, my favorite line at the end is, okay, great. So you know about the 40-day pack, you know about the launch pack, let me get your info and we'll get you started. So I like saying that as well. So, all right. So Rachel, are you on, girlfriend? I think there you are. Good. Okay. So I talked to them all about the conversion process, right? Converting them from first connect, where they're purpose-driven prospecting, they're going with their why, they're chatting with them about the reasons why they're doing this, and then moving them along the exposure process to the close, which you and I are going to go over the close next week on our accountability Zoom. So I want to know your genius. I want to know your creative genius about this process.
All the steps that you mentioned were perfection in description. Just to kind of add to the urgency factor, if just a couple scenarios out there, because we're all looking to build $1 million business, right? As a red diamond, you already have built $1 million business. And what that means is your team is bringing in sales of over 100,000 a month to the company. That's $1 million business. And just talking to someone the other day, how he's trying to brainstorm about how he can bring more people to his gym. He owns a gym in New Jersey. And he's like, if I had 500 members here consistently, that would bring in $1 million I could do $1 million in business a year. And he's got overhead, he's got employees, he's got payroll, he's got insurance. So, I'm thinking to myself, my goodness, I do more than that with my business. I do more than that. And it's just me, and it's crazy to think that. And sometimes Dana, we take it for granted, but we've created over $1 million in business. And the reason why I'm saying this to you guys is not to brag by any means, but if you want $1 million business and plus, what kind of posture are you coming at your prospects with? Are you just doing Facebook Lives where you're messaging little messages here and there? Or are you like, if you had a proposal to open a gym or a spa or a wellness center and you wanted to make $1 million in profits and you had a potential business partner in mind to bring on board, how would you go at them with that opportunity? Would you text them? Would you Facebook message them? Would you kind of like hint towards something? Heck no, you would have your plan together. You would have your consultant, your business consultant, you would have your accountant, you'd have a book this thick of a business proposal that you set up that maybe your lawyer looked at, and you set up a business meeting to sit down with this person, say, look, I've got something that we could do together. When do you have an hour? I'm treating you to lunch because I have to get this in you have to see what I'm excited about. So if we take that posture in this business and we talk to our prospects as if we are going to them with this massive plan for them to have an enormous business, that's the kind of posture we want. The other scenario or the other thing to kind of maybe put yourself in this position, if your neighbor, if their house was on fire, would you text them and say, hey, your house is on fire? Might want to call the fire department there. Heck no, you'd be calling them, you'd be, dude, your house is on fire. So that's the urgency there too, because this is urgent. We are getting through a list, and if they hear the urgency in our voice and in our presentation and in our posture, they're going to take us seriously. So that's the posture part. And then, I've always said, learn to become a professional appointment setter. If you worked at a salon and you were a receptionist, so receptionist at a salon, they have an appointment book and 30-minute slots, 30-minute little slots as an appointment setter. And they're taking phone calls. Okay, you want to come in? All right, let me book. I have an 11:30 and I have a 2 o'clock. Okay, awesome. So you take 2 o'clock? Perfect. You're in for 2 o'clock. So if you learn to have that mindset of a receptionist at a salon, think of yourself as a receptionist at a salon, and you have these appointments and you're filling up these little appointments, 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, then they're going to take you more seriously. They're going to take you like, okay, this girl has got her appointments. Like, I can tell without even having to look that she's got a book that she's going by, and her time is, and so is her mentor that she wants to introduce me to. Their time is valuable. So if you take on that mindset, and you know, Facebook is awesome. Social media is awesome. I didn't have Facebook Live when I started 6 years ago. We weren't even allowed to use social media in my last company at all. Like, we couldn't mention our products or anything. So, you know, to be able to have that as a prospecting tool is awesome. Now we have to graduate from that and learn how to take that offline and treat this like a business where every single prospect is getting a proper presentation with a proper 3-way call, with a proper amount of information where they can make an educated decision. Okay, now it went from, now I know you're not just selling superfoods, to, wow, there's a real opportunity here, and I'm hearing that it's not just you, that there's more people involved in this whole thing. And now I'm getting it, you know. So we have to change their level of consciousness to just like, hey, that girl's up to something or other, to, wow, I have information here that I can reflect upon and make a decision on. And that's when the follow-up happens. Once they have that, all of that information to make a conscious decision. That's what I got for now.
I love it. I love it. Okay, perfect. So I hope that you guys took good notes. I'm going to open it up for questions and answers. Do you guys have any questions about this process, this moving them through the tools, moving them from one exposure to the next, having a sense of urgency, having some confidence, belief, posture? What we have is pretty fantastic. You know, I'm a big fan of setting up prospecting Zooms. So I actually had a girl reach out to me today on Facebook that was sent to me from a new brand partner. And I just chatted with her. The funny thing is, she said to the brand partner, this isn't an MLM, right? You know, we get that sometimes. So then when she chatted with me, I didn't know any different. I hadn't even talked to the brand partner yet. So she just wrote me at the right time. I happened to be on Messenger, and she said, I'm really interested. Someone wrote me on Facebook and told me I need to connect with you. I want to know what you do. And I said, I'm a holistic doctor and I'm a network marketing leader. And I love to mentor people that would like to make a 6-figure residual income in the superfood nutrition space with vegan athletes products. Cause I saw on her profile that she's a yogi. And so I told her right off the bat with confidence that I was a network marketing leader. And she said, oh, that's so awesome. What company? I told her Purium. She said, oh, I tried Purium at a health fair one time and I really loved it. So she was interested right off the bat, and she said, I love holistic health. I want to know more. And so all I did was said, okay, great. At first I acted busy, right? Because I'm always busy anyway, so it's not really an act. And then I just said, I'd love to give you business, you know, because I was asking about her through everything. I'd love to network. And then she's the one that said, can we meet for a call? And I said, okay, let's do a Zoom and we can network, right? So we're going to network. What does network mean? I'm just moving her through the process, right? I'm just going to tell her about what I do. I'm going to tell her about the awesome things we have in store for our company. I'm going to plant seeds, you know, about all the people that are going to be building these gigantic, massive empires in our company that have a huge opportunity in their lap, right? So it's exciting. We have to be excited about it. We have to show people that we know where we're going to the top of the mountain. And if they want to go with us, we have a spot next to us. So it's got to be a sense of urgency too when you're telling people about it. And I love moving to a Zoom because I like the face to face. I think that's important. That connection is really important. Good. Okay, questions and answers, guys.
I just wanted to say one thing. Dr. Dana, have to confess, I just finished your Mama Soulpreneur, was it Magnetic Soulpreneur book? I'm such a slow motion reader.
Okay.
But I'm finally
reading it.
Oh, well, you know what? One of the nibbles I got was your passion planner recommendation. And I looked at that. And so for anyone else who is on here, if you're trying to figure out because I know we don't need to reinvent the wheel, and there's all these tools, and it kind of goes back to, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. This is one that I have been trying to reinvent. So thank you for recommending it. Eventually I got the news. But it's taken me a long time to get all of this information that has been coming, and it's working. And so just this week, the sense of urgency, the going through, it's like, the switch has clicked for me. So I am really enjoying this, rock star. Everything is going. And it's funny, I have someone that's like, I'm not doing the business. I'm not doing it. You can't make me. It's actually my sister. She's, I'm not doing it. She has 3 people coming to her house tomorrow to try the shakes. She's like, can you FaceTime in? And I'm like,
I know. I wasn't doing it either.
So anyway, I know it'll happen, but so I'll be quiet, but there's so much great. So thank you for this. I appreciate it.
You rock, girl. You're amazing. Thanks, Kelly. Good. Any other questions or comments or anything that works for you? Let us know what works for you in this conversion process.
I have a question.
Hi, Leslie.
Hey, when you do an event, like I did an event a couple weeks ago, and you have people fill out forms, I was trying to figure out, how do I engage where I don't give out the information to where I can set the appointment up, but still have contact information from them? Has anyone had success with that?
I do events all the time. We try to get there. Okay, so this is my secret with events. Because you'll have so many people coming up to your booth, and you might lose that connection with each person. Mm-hmm. So I usually, at one event, a day event, I'll probably only connect with 6 to 10 people, a real connection. Mm-hmm. And so what I'll do is I'll actually get their Facebook info. So if I'm really talking to them and meeting them, yes, they can sign the sign-in sheet. They can put their email. They can put their phone number. And so the ones that are super interested, I put in a separate sheet, and I become their Facebook friend right there. Mm-hmm. I take a photo of them and a selfie, and I send it to their Facebook Messenger. Why? It makes you friends right away. And then I send them a quick text message with my name, so they have my number. And later, the ones that are really interested, the hot list, I send them each a long text message with information and telling them how much I liked meeting them. And I always put some kind of personal info that I learned about them. I know you were worried about your thyroid. I really think this would help you. That kind of thing. I'd love to link you up with my mentor. She's an expert on thyroid conditions.
Okay. Thank you so much. Because
exposure, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Good. Anyone else? Okay, guys.
I just want to say you guys are on.
Hi, beautiful.
Hi. Here, let me turn on. Whoa. Okay. No more robotic. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to say you guys are on fire with this coaching, because this is exactly what I needed to hear tonight. Because you keep putting all these people through the funnel, but the follow through, that's really been a hard thing to follow up with for me. And the accountability daily method of operation has really helped. That's something I never did really well at. And the tracking has been really, really great. But no, then Rachel, like thinking big, how big we're bringing this opportunity to people, that is a big switch. So I just needed to hear that tonight, because when you approach, it's all in the approach, it's all in the posture. And you know how many times you get kind of like no answers or negative responses, it beats you down. And so I just want to say, you know, don't let that happen. Come on, plug into the team and like reinvigorate yourself, because I just needed to hear good positive words tonight.
Yeah.
Because I have a big part of follow-up to do.
Yes.
So thank you.
Awesome. Good. Proud of you, Carmela. You're awesome, girl. Very proud of you.
So are you.
Okay, good. Anyone else? Let us know.
I'll share.
Hey, Tyler.
Hey.
Cousin Queen.
Thanks for the training tonight. It was awesome, girls. I really appreciate it, and I agree. This accountability group has been everything, and I'm learning so much. So the thing I wanted to add about events and just like the invite and getting people there that I heard somebody mention, something that I say, and this kind of goes along with what you said about you ask them a lot of questions and make it about them. I try to get anybody with an entrepreneurial bone in their body to my events. And I just say, like, I make it all about them. And I say, I think it'll be a great networking opportunity for you. Because then they're automatically going there. They don't feel the pressure. They feel like it's like for them and what they have going on. And then they fall in love with my opportunity and my squad, and they want to join the team. So I use that line a lot. In fact, I have 2 people coming to our regional event saying, like last time, remember the last regional we did? And I had prospects at it. And I was like, it's going to be for you or not. But you'll learn everything you want to learn. And I think it'll be like beneficial to you regardless. Well, of course they fell in love with Purium. It was like a room full of super smart, awesome entrepreneurs. And they're all on my team now. So
that's awesome.
I'll go with that.
Yeah, it's the same thing about when you invite to an event, you know, it's,
Yeah.
I mean, I remember even getting to the point where I'm just like, you have to go. It's going to be, you're going to love it. Like I put myself there in my mind already, and I transferred that belief to them without them even realizing, you know, what it was going to be like. So that's what you got to do. You know, it's that energy. It's that energy that you bring.
Absolutely. Awesome. I'm so excited. And if you want to hang, you'll be there.
It's where all the cool kids are going to be. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up. I've halfway listening to Dave Scoltetti in my ear. So out of respect, I'm going to get on the team Zoom. Hi, guys. And Chase says hi.
Hi, Chase.
Hi.
Hey.
Buddy, wild man.
He bit his tongue.
I saw.
Oh, my goodness. All right, guys. We'll talk to you next week.
Okay, guys. You guys are amazing.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you for showing up. You're amazing.
Thanks, guys.
But hi, Ken. Bye, guys.
Bye, Dana.